bad. Good.
What's up, you guys? It's your girl Lucy Smash back at it again, and I might have the same shirt on. Don't worry, it's okay. Two-part video, let's push this content out. So on this particular video, I found this questionnaire online. I can't remember where I found it, but if I do, I will definitely link it in the description box below. And I found it's called 30 Questions for Self-Discovery. Now, one thing that my mom said to me one day, she was like, you need to reinvent yourself. And I was like, you right about that. I do need I tend to do things like the same way all the time. Like, I wear the curly hair all the time, or I was doing the ponytail look all the time. Like, I want to switch it up. I want to be well, sexy sassy. So that's actually why I'm doing this hair wrap thing, because I'm like, you guys, my hair, she been doing its own thing. She been doing her own thing. I don't know why. I don't know what was wrong, but I'm like, okay, I'm just make sure you moisturize, and I'm just, just do a little wrap up, this to be cute. So I'm gonna just go over, I'm gonna do about 12. I'm not gonna do a lot of them because it's like 30 of them, but I think some of them are redundant. So I'm gonna just go through a few of them. So let's get into it. So one of the first questions says, how do you feel at the moment? Right now, I feel great. I'm kind of irritated that my finances still have not come through, because certain things, like, you know how you don't want to put your business out there on YouTube, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, it's like, I feel like, well, clearly I know that I'm not the only one going through this, with finances and worry about paying your bills and stuff like that. Jobs ain't like, jobs ain't out here like, hey, you want a job? Hey, you want a job? I got you a job for you. You want to get hired? Like, they ain't doing that. So I'm good right now. I'm a little hungry, and I'm worried about my finances. So that's exactly how I feel. Another question was, when did I experience joy this week? That's actually a good one. What was that? About 2 days ago, something was like, I believe it was like 4 something in the evening, and something was like, you know what? Let's get up right now, get dressed, get yourself together, and let's go to the store. And I was happy because I was able to get out, even though I don't have finances right now. I was able to, get a few things as far as food wise, because I had these free coupons, for like certain grocery items like chips and stuff like that. So I was thankful for that. So I was like, you know what? I'm about to go do this for us, for the family, Yeah, I got to do it. And I felt good about that because, even though you might think that you don't necessarily have certain things, or you're going to be missing out on certain things, or, you feel like your chips are down at the moment, there's always something around the corner to come and say, hey, what you worried for? I told you I got you. You doubted me? Why? Like, it's just always something to be amazed by. Like, wow, like another victory yet again. Um, Another one was, what lessons did you learn this week? Whew, to not give up. Don't ever think that, just because someone tells like my mom always says, don't let nobody tell you about your life. Like, it's your situation. You know what was happening. You know what your truth is. Don't let somebody tell you no just because they feel like, oh, well, I don't believe your answer is true, or I don't think, you telling the truth about what you're saying. Like, how you gonna tell me that I don't know what I'm talking about my life? Especially, and I'm saying that because of the whole tax situation that, we kept calling, and we finally got somebody that's actually going to take my case, that's going to try to uh uh what's the word I'm looking for, expedite the process of me getting my refund. Because, like, Bills is due, okay? These people, just because it's COVID-19, they ain't gonna care about you. They gonna be like, sweetie, we need our money. Give it. Either you pay up, or we gonna fuck it up. Like, it's your choice, you know? So yeah, just don't give up. That's definitely something that, yeah. If I could share one message with the world, what would it be? Hmm. Read between the lines. Know what's real and what's not real. And stop following trends. Oh my gosh. I was just talking to my mom about this just today. Stop following trends. Just because they create a new app and all of a sudden it's the asparagus app. Everybody and their mama gotta have the asparagus app. So now you telling everybody on your, like, let's say you're a YouTuber. Now you on your YouTube saying, oh, follow me on TikTok, Snapchat, Instagram, Facebook, asparagus, motherfucking fan, octopus, follow me on chalkboard. Like, why, for what? Guess what? You gonna find the same items that you just seen on TikTok. If you watch a YouTube video, how much you want to bet that almost everything that was on them TikTok videos is scaled in one video, and you can just watch it forever. Like, I can't. Like, it's, oh my gosh, I can't. Okay, so another question is, what advice would you give your younger self, and do I follow this advice now? Now that's a good question. That's a good one. One thing that I would say to my younger self is take your time. Sweetie, take your time. You don't need to rush. You don't need to feel like, oh, why? One thing that I had as an issue when I was younger is I had low self-esteem, to think that I always thought that I was fat. Like, bitch, you fat now. That was a plan. But I did used to think, like, that I was just so fat. Like, oh my gosh, like, oh, I don't like my stomach. Like, that was my only issue, my stomach. I got more stomach now than I did when I was younger. I wish I could go back and have that stomach. Like, girl, what was you tripping on? You was fine, girl. You still fine today, but I'm just saying, like, you had it going on. What was you tripping on? And I think I was suffering from trying to find some kind of, how can I say it? Some kind of validity, like, from other people, like, of course, like I said, I didn't have my father in my life, when I used to be, up until about the 11th, 12th grade year, when I was like in middle school, going to high school, going to like higher up in high school, they used to always have these little moments where they'll bring like them carnations to, the class or in cafeteria, stuff like that. And I used to always be like, why nobody like me that, I don't never get no carnations, or, I don't have a boyfriend. Like, I used to always talk about, like, man, I want a boyfriend. Then when I got a boyfriend, I went through all that bullshit. So it's like, again, take your time, okay? Period. When the time was right, the time was right, okay? Take your time. Now, do I follow that advice today? Yes, definitely. Because my last relationship that I had, I was 20. It was like my first serious relationship, like outside of high school. I was 22, and I had just turned 23 when I met him. Yeah, it didn't last long. Like, it literally lasted 3 months. And within that relationship, I seen how I was trying to run away from the problems that I was having at home. Like I said, dealing with my stepfather, trying to make sure that my mom is straight, make sure her mental health is straight. But at the same time, trying to find my own escape. So when it's like we found each other, it was like we was literally escaping our lives, with each other. But then in our own relationship, it wasn't working, so it was just like, it was just too much. It was too much. So overall, I would tell my younger self to take your time. Don't think that you're not worthy. Don't think that, you know, you're. I never thought that I was ugly. I just always thought I was fat. Um, you know, don't think that you're not worthy. Don't think that, you know, that right person wasn't gonna come for you, because every time I tried to make a situation out of, you know, having a boyfriend, it never worked out. So now it's like I'm really on a self discovery path for myself right now, you know. So yeah, I'm definitely following that advice today, to take my time, don't rush. Everything happens for a reason. What is something I've always wanted to do but was too scared? Ooh, I don't know. Something I always wanted to do but I'm always scared. I guess I would have two. I would have two things. I would say one is like going on a roller coaster, like a serious roller coaster, like Six Flags, or I don't know if they're still out, but I'm just saying, like a Six Flags type roller coaster, or I would say the roller coaster or the beach, like one of those two. Well, basically both of them, but because I never been to the beach, so I'm like, I don't know, uh, like how deep. I mean, not saying that how deep the water is, but it's like I can't swim. Hopefully in life I'll learn how to swim, but I don't know, like I was just always scared to like go by the beach, and like if I walk in just a little bit, like the water just gonna engulf me in, or so, like, you know, I always worry about that. So yeah, I've always wanted to go to the beach though. um so yeah, I would say the beach and the roller coasters. Yeah. When have I done something that I thought I couldn't do? hmm. Driving. That's one thing I can say, driving, for right now, because I'm pretty sure I'll think of something later on down the line. Yeah, I would say driving, because right now, like, I don't know what video I talked about that in, but I still don't have my driver's license. I'm 24. You know, I'm sure I'm not the only person. I still don't have my driver's license yet because of this whole ticket on my name and stuff like that. And of course, I would have to pass the driver's test and, you know, get that rectified. So I was always scared of driving. Like, you know, I was always scared to be behind the wheel. But now I'm eager. I'm like, oh, I want to drive. But of course, I don't have a car right now. So in due time, speak it into existence, I will have a car. Okay? Yes. Where does my pain originate? What would need to happen for me to heal? My pain originates from, it's not a physical pain, it's an emotional pain of not having my father in my life. A way for me to heal from that pain is to finally have a conversation with him and to really get an understanding, not for my mother's behalf, and it's not really like an understanding per se, but it's really like a, let me hear what you have to say so I can have peace on my own life, you know? Because I think about that, like, you know, if there was that guy, well, not saying if there was, but when that guy comes into my life that is going to be potentially my husband, you know, my father, or the father of my children, you know, that family man, you know, that's meant for me. I know he's gonna wonder, like, you know, I know he's gonna question, like, you know, well, babe, you know, how do you really feel about your dad, like, you know, because of course, like, every girl dreams of, like, you know, their father walking them down the aisle and stuff like that, but I'm not really a traditional type of person to a certain extent. Like, I don't necessarily want my guy to be standing down there at the end of the aisle and I walk to him. I feel like in our wedding, it should just be us. Of course, I want like our family members around, but I don't want it to be where I'm walking to him, because I feel like if we're already in a relationship for a long period of time, it's not like it's going to be something new that I'm vowing myself that I'm going to be for him, with him, you know, and all that. I feel like it should come like, I feel like, let's say it's in a circle, right? And the two circle pieces are like broke off. So it's like one piece right here and then another piece right here, and then like we come together, you know. So a wedding like that, like that's how I am. So I never thought about it like, you know, I never like, I feel like even if my father was in my life, I still don't think I would think like that, like that I would want him to walk me down the aisle and stuff like that, because I just I just don't want to do it like a traditional way. Like, you know, I definitely sure the hell don't want to wear no white dress on my wedding day. Okay, so I hope that my guy understands that. Yeah, it's gonna be some color. I don't like white. White always get dirty so fast for me. For me personally, it always get dirty fast. You know, I'm more of a tomboy type girl. You know, that's still girly in certain parts. You know, but I'm still like rustic with it. You know, so overall, like I never imagined that, but I do want to have that closure for myself, because I know that certain men that I tend to have a relationship with, I will still have that as an issue of my father not being there, you know. So if we get into a fight, or maybe we get into an argument or something like that, and he leaves, you know, I'm probably gonna think of like, oh, you're just like my dad, you know, you're not gonna be there, you weren't gonna be there. Like, I don't want to have those type of issues in my relationship. So I feel like that's definitely something that I would want to rectify before, or hell, it might not never even happen. But I just want to have that peace for myself to know that in the end, before I was to die or pass away, however the case may be, because we all gonna die. But I'm just saying, like, for me to have that final chapter in my heart to finally be at peace, you know. So yeah, what does my ideal morning look like? Lately, I've been kind of like a night owl. So right now it's actually 5:16 a.m. So it's like, you know, after midnight. So right now I'm still up. But if I was to typically wake up like a normal day, I'll probably wake up, you know, brush teeth, wash my face. I always have this thing that I say. I've been saying this like ever since I was younger. Cause my mom would be like, "Did you put deodorant on?" Like, you know, of course, you know, as a kid, your mom would be like, "Did you put deodorant on? Did you brush your teeth? Did you?" So I every time I get up, I always say, "Okay, I brush your teeth, wash my face, put my clothes on, put if I'm going somewhere, put my shoes on. I got my bag, got my charger, got my headphones. Like, you know, that's kind of like a thing that I say. Got my keys. But if it was just like a normal day, I would get up, brush my teeth, wash my face, put my clothes on, do my hair, do my makeup if I'm feeling it that day. Um, if there's dishes, I'll probably clean the dishes. If I need to edit a video, I'll edit a video and cook something, or I'll probably go to the store or go get food. Me and my mom will talk, like usually whenever I'm already up, I already brushed teeth, got myself freshened up, then she'll wake up, so then we'll have like a little powwow. Then I'll do everything else, like, you know, maybe go wash the dishes or go cook or go get food or make us some food. I'll probably get on computer, try to check emails and stuff like that. So yeah, just a basic day to just keep myself occupied. You know, especially if I don't have a job, then I'm gonna keep myself occupied. I'm gonna do two more questions. So, where would I like to travel in the next 5 years? What? I want to go to Jamaica. I want to go to Hawaii. I want to go to Indonesia. I want to go to Philadelphia. Yeah, Philadelphia. That's another place. Yeah, I want to go there. Okay, and the last one will be, what do I love about myself? Whew. Well, let me tell you. I was just playing. One thing that I can say I love about myself is my personality. I love that I am spontaneous. I love that I am loyal. I love that I am creative like a mud. Like, I love to do DIY projects. Like, I love to do party setups, like gift baskets, you know. I love to do stuff like this. I would say on top, creativity out the ass. Like what? Like, I am like a personal Pinterest board in my mind. You know, like I'm a personal Pinterest like app. Like I'm just creative with stuff. Like, you know, yeah. I love that I'm plus size. Okay, full figure. Hello. I love that I have a big heart. I'm very caring. I'm very nurturing. I love that I can see when I'm doing wrong and help myself change it. I love that I can be a counselor to so many people. That's another thing. Like I literally call myself Counselor Davis because my last name is Davis, and I call myself Counselor Davis because somehow, some way, like I'm always counseling somebody. Like I really have an old soul, even though I'm only 24. And I know you might be. A lot of people look at me like it's well. When I'm with my mom, they always be like, "Y'all sisters," and we like, "No, it's my mom." It's like, how is it your daughter? Like, or how is that your mom? And it's like, I don't know. Like, you know, that's my mom. Like, so I guess I look older than what my actual age is. But I feel like now as I'm getting older, I'm starting to look my age, you know, and stuff like that. So yeah, that's pretty much my self discovery. It's actually kind of quite amazing that I'm talking about this right now because I get to look back on stuff like this to be like, wow, you know, like that was me. Like, you know, like you really changed. Like, okay, you got like this, you know, you have kids now, like, you know, whatever case may be, like you'll always have something to look back on and be like, you know, well, I actually conquered that. I actually went to Indonesia. I actually went to Philadelphia. You know, we actually did create our business, you know, from doing DIY projects and, you know, party planning and, you know, all this kind of stuff. So I'm glad that I did this video today. And I hope you guys enjoyed it as much as I did because I'm about to go watch it back right now. Of course, I'm about to be editing it, but, you know, I'm about to watch it back. So thank you guys so much for tuning in today. I really hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure you show me love, you know. Show me love, show everyone love, and I will see you next time. Bye.